Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano and Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to take a look at the Cardano and the Bitcoin chart. And yeah, we can take a look at the market is a bit mixed since yesterday. Some cryptos went up quite a bit, like Matic made a new high yesterday, and Polkadot as well, doing not too bad actually. Here Uniswap is doing well. Some are in the red, so it's a bit mixed after Bitcoin's move up here. Phantom doing 10%, which is not bad. And Aave as well. And I think there was some news that there is an organization that wants to use Aave's platform, which is very, very good. Overall, yeah, let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin has dropped since yesterday a bit. I guess there was some profit taking going on. There wasn't much volume yesterday anyway. I did say that. That was the only thing that concerned me a little bit. But, you know, we are still above here, above this descending wedge. We have dropped now below the 13-day EMA, but I wouldn't see this too significant. In my view, as long as we can stay above this descending wedge, it would be important and healthy. We need to find support here at the previous high, and I think we did that here with this red 4-hour candle. So the previous high was here in a range. You know, let's just put the range on here between. Yeah, that's the support. You've got the support here between these two levels there, between 47.7 and 48.1. That's where we need to find support. That's the previous high. Now, if we lose that, in the worst case, I think we can still find support at this trend line of the descending wedge. Ideally, we want to find support there now and start up from here again. And let's take a look how likely is that. Well, here on the indicators don't really show us a reversal yet, but what we're doing here, and we did that before with Bitcoin, is just moving sort of in a rectangle here. So you're just moving sideways. While we lost that 13-day EMA, we did test the previous high, and we did that successfully. So at the moment, we are just moving sideways here. You can't see anything of a trend reversal to the upside again here on the MACD. This is moving sideways as well, and the stochastic RSI on the hourly as well. So there is nothing too significant there that could show us that we are swinging around here. Here on the 4-hour, it shows though that there might still be a little bit more of a drop expected. You know, we haven't here on the stochastic RSI, I think we need to go a little bit lower. And on the MACD, we are just gonna have here this bearish crossover. So we're gonna see a little bit of a further drop, I think, for Bitcoin. Before we then continue to move up. I would expect at this point that we still go up, because first of all, this is looking a little bit like a bull flag as well. Yeah, where you have that flagpole and then you just have a channel here, descending channel, could become a bull flag or even a descending wedge, you know, and out of which we would then break out after a short consolidation to the upside. And I think the only reason why we were really consolidating a lot here is because we were overbought here on the 1-hour chart when we moved up. Also, we didn't have enough volume, I think, and that's the only thing that I would say could stop us from moving up higher. Don't see the volume yet, and that is just, I think, I said before in the video that, you know, towards the end of the year, I would expect, you know, you can expect it to be a bit quiet. Institutions are, you know, they've got their year-end results locked in. You know, they're not gonna do anything crazy yet with investing. I think we're gonna see an increase in volume, probably not before the beginning of the new year. That's just my view. Maybe you will, but don't think so. And I think we're gonna carefully move up here. It might take a bit of time to move up here, and here on the daily we can see that the MACD at least isn't slowing down. On the RSI we have a lot of scope to move up. Here on the daily, however, on the daily stochastic, we're now in the upper range. So, but we can hold that for a while as well. As you can see here, we can hold that actually for days. So we did that before on the daily. So what I would expect is go down a little bit more, and then hopefully the price will react to it and we move up further to the upside. But we could go down as low as 47K here. That would be a retest of that descending wedge, former resistance, now support line. Overall then, what I would expect is the price to continue to follow this pattern. You can see it in white here, where we started down here in a move A to the upside, a move B to the downside, and a move C to the upside. And this was very likely for me that it actually worked out, because you see this, if we draw the fibs again, just to show you, we came down in that wave B to the 0.618 fib level. That's a very important support anyway. We perfectly reacted to that. Since then we started to move up again. And now we climbed above the fib, and that's something I haven't shown you yet actually. We climbed above the fib, the 0.382 fib level, above 48.1. Just check if I have the right fibs here. Yeah, I think I do. And now we are retesting the 48.1k. So it would be good if we hold above 48.1k as well. And then we could climb up the next fib ladder here. Next resistance from that point of view is 49.9k. That's the 0.214 fib level then. Cardano, yeah, looking actually not too bad. Yes, breathing a little bit at the moment, breathing in, breathing out now. But the good thing is, in that retracement we did hold quite high as well, and you can see already the first green candles emerging again. But again, we were overbought on the 4-hour chart when we moved up here yesterday above the 13-day EMA, found resistance at the 21-day EMA, and now again we are consolidating. Now again, this could be something like a bullish pennant. So we are moving here in a triangle formation, and there is not much more space in the triangle. So again, at some point today you would see here probably a larger move as well that would push us in any direction really. But again, I would expect it to follow Bitcoin. So with Bitcoin, my primary expectation is maybe a little bit of a move down before we then move up again. That's just what I just mentioned in the Bitcoin video. But yeah, Cardano is starting again to potentially bottom out down there. We had a W pattern with a higher low than the previous one, which is good. You know, we are above the previous high here, which is good. Found even support there again. So I wouldn't want to drop below 130, and we haven't yet, because that would be that previous high. Yeah, previous high. What we need to do now is to get above 133. We've done, so we are there. We are above that high as well. And now we just need to move higher, right? We need to get above the next significant high here at 142. And then 145 is that next, the next fib level here, which is so important. I think I moved the fibs too much. Yeah, it's that one. It should be 145. The 0.786 fib level, where we found resistance before, which now will act as support. That is then the next key target. And if we look at the indicators, I did mention it before that on the weekly, just to start with a longer term one, we might now see actually that the RSI dropped that far. We might see that bottoming out. Other cryptos like Bitcoin, they are higher than that because they started the correction later. The MACD already was so low for Cardano that I think it's about time to turn around. It shows us the first indication it might actually turn around. And also on the stochastic RSI on the weekly, we see a reversal down here. That would be powerful. Last time we had a reversal on the weekly MACD, you know what happened. And whenever we saw that, whenever here in the whole history of Cardano, we saw a reversal of the MACD, and you can see it clearly, you can see it turning around down there, it did actually lead to a massive price increase, a massive jump, yeah, every time on the weekly. And it's now turning around. So let's just hope that this might be it for Cardano. I know it's still early, there's a bit of hope involved, but the stochastic RSI, whenever it turned around before, down there in this oversold area, that is the last time it happened in July, and you know what happened after that. Now, I don't want to promote that this is necessarily going to happen now. I would be much more confident if Bitcoin was still at higher levels, because Bitcoin is, well, as you know, at the tipping point at the moment. But it's the positive things for Cardano start to add up, and I'm always on the side of caution. But we see the first green candle in weeks. We see the stochastic RSI turning around, the MACD on the weekly is turning around, the RSI is turning around on the weekly. Here on the daily, we've got the bullish cross on the MACD. A lot of scope still to move up on the daily RSI. Yes, the daily stochastic RSI is quite high already, so you can expect some shorter term price drop. But again, the level here can be held for days, and we did that back in July 24th. This was exactly when we started to move up last time with Cardano. This held that level for weeks. Yeah, so it's just something to be aware of. And then when it drops the stochastic RSI, because it's so volatile, it doesn't necessarily mean that if it drops that you have to have a massive price drop. So here we dropped after we made how many, I don't know how many percent, but we dropped a little bit. That brought the stochastic RSI down, and then we dropped until we yeah, basically crashed again. But yeah, we are going higher here, which is a good sign overall. You know, hopefully it all repeats itself and we start to move here soon. Cardano now needs to move through various resistances, and then if we then see the volume, that could be the push that we need. But again, it's very early to say that, but I try to make you aware of it so that you are can pay attention to it as well. So hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye bye.